Hello and welcome to the CX Files podcast. I'm your host, Mark Hillary. This is another of the special bonus episodes of the podcast where I'm reaching out to people in the industry and asking them about the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. ResQ is an owner-operated contact center company with about 1,100 agents over 2 sites in the UK. I've been speaking today to Nic Marshall, who's the CEO of ResQ. Compared to some of the companies I've profiled here recently, such as Teleperformance, Sykes and Sitel, ResQ is obviously much smaller. These other companies are the global giants of the industry. However, ResQ does have some FTSE 100 clients, and one of the lessons we can take from listening to the experience of a smaller company is that they can be extremely agile when reacting to a crisis. Okay, Nic, thanks for being on the podcast. I know that you're based in the UK. Could you just quickly introduce your company and then maybe following on from that, describe some of the recent actions that your company's taken because of the crisis now?
Yeah, sure. So ResQ is a contact centre outsourcer. We employ 1,100 people and we have 2 sites in the north of England. We typically service FTSE 100 and FTSE 250 businesses across a number of industries. So that's really what we do and who we do it for. I guess, what's really taken us all aback is the pace at which this has hit and therefore the need for us to respond. So very quickly, from a standing start, we're able to deploy or create and then deploy a technology solution that allowed us to everybody to work from home, which we are absolutely over the moon, because without that we'd be having a very different conversation. So that's what I'm sorry.
No. So I was going to say, so the first move is then initially to get as many of your people at home as possible. And what are you talking to your clients about? Are you giving your clients advice about what they need to be doing, or are they actually coming to you and with requests right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that things have changed, Mark, very quickly. So, the first piece was about working from home, and the contact was around talking to their compliance teams and the security audit, and really, I won't say convincing them, but making sure that they were on side with working from home, because there are obviously different risks associated to that. And, without exception, we've been able to get everybody working with us, and agreeing to work from home, which is great. I guess originally was really just do what you do today, but from a different location, do it remotely. That is changing, and that will continue to change. And what's really driving that is obviously our clients, customers, as they maybe get into difficulty or want some reassurance, so, and also as they're seeing that our clients are seeing the effect of reduced resource in their call centres and in their in-house operation. So we are adapting, we are modifying what we're doing, and really broadening our services, with every client that we have today.
And does that feel like, is it a different kind of culture then? Trying to manage this team that's kind of scattered across all of their homes rather than the contact centre?
Mark, we trade on culture. We're massive on our culture. We love our people, and on a personal note, it's ebbing away at me because I love being around the energy and the buzz of the people, and I get a lot from that. But we've had to adapt, to be able to deploy what we and do what we've been able to do, which is the remote working. So very early on, as we were developing it, we without exception had all of our people in training to talk to them about how we would communicate with them, because they want the sense of belonging as well, and to make sure that they were fully conversant with the new systems, and also how we would continue with the energy and the teamwork, albeit through different channels. And it is working really, really well. And we spent a lot of time with videos. We obviously, most people with working with things like Zoom and Microsoft Teams to have these meetings. But we're celebrating success. So we're getting people to, send us in videos. We're getting people to post on our intranet on Ray, which is our in-house portal. And we're getting that's a different culture, but very much it is a culture, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and then I suppose once we're moving forwards out of the kind of initial crisis where, no stores are open, we've got this social distancing in place. I mean, what do you see as the new normal moving forward?
Oh, crikey, I wish I had my crystal ball, Matt. But I think that the new normal will be an acceptance that, we can deliver outsourced contact services, remotely. And that's not to say it's for everybody. And I have to see that our business could be, as much as 20% working from home on a permanent basis, which is great, on a number of fronts. But most importantly, I guess, is it broadens the appeal, it broadens the reach of who can join the ResQ team. So, and for us, that flexibility, which is exactly what it is, it can only be a good thing.
Yeah, do you think then in future almost every client will at least keep some sort of reserve work at home in case we see anything like this again?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think having that fallback position, and continually being tested can only be a good thing. And I think one thing that will change is when people won't dwell so much on the question of have you got a DR plan. Because, going forward, yes, we have, and, we were able to deploy it very quickly, and guess what? It works very well. So, those are some of the things that I think will change going forward.
Thanks for listening to the CX Files podcast. Please take a moment to review the podcast because this helps other listeners to find it. And if you have any suggestions, then get in touch with me on Twitter or LinkedIn. I'm @Mark Hillary with 2 L's, or just search Google for Mark Hillary.